Hi, I'm Catherine Turnbull. I'm the president of the Bee Society, and I'm a junior, class of 2022. And I'm here with Karina and Chris to talk about our campus's arboretum and its relationship to our pollinator species.
Hey everyone, I'm Karina. I work in the Center for Sustainability as the Sustainability Fellow. One of the things I work on is the Arboretum with our consulting arborist, Chris.
I'm Chris Hughes with Brookwood Tree Consulting. I've been working as a consulting arborist with Agnes Scott for 4 years now, and have had 20 years of experience working with trees in urban environments.
Is there like a particular favorite tree or favorite spot of trees kind of that you guys have on campus? Because I know I have one, but I would love to hear yours.
Every time I think I have one picked out, I find a different tree on campus and it changes. As an example, last week, Karina and I were inventorying in an area that I hadn't been before, and we came across a white oak, which Karina said is common, but it's one of our longest lived, most majestic trees on campus. And we came across one that the trunk diameter was about 50 inches. So a little over 4 feet across the trunk. And it was just, it was a magnificent tree to come across in an area that really seemed kind of forgotten and nothing unique about it.
Yeah, that white oak was massive. It was like 120 feet tall, right, Chris?
Yeah, it was about 120 feet tall and probably 90 or 100 feet wide on the canopy. So just to come across, a living organism that's that massive and huge is pretty inspiring, especially standing at the base and gazing up into the canopy and just watching it go from there. It's kind of a humbling experience.
What kind of tree pruning gets done, and what is tree pruning, and how does it help trees on campus?
Right. So we've implemented a system where about 4 times a year, we work on a different area of campus pruning the trees. And these have several objectives that kind of define the scope and the work and how it's done. So again, we're trying to maintain and manage the safety of the campus and the longevity of the tree and balance those two things together. The short answer is we want to get the most out of every tree that we can while maintaining it in as safe of a way as we can.
And of course, as there kind of always will be, we have some questions about the grass. Some folks on Instagram were wondering if the grass that's used on our quads is sustainable or at all native to Georgia, and if there's any way that we can have more native plants and grasses on campus.
Grass is a type of grass called fescue, which is a water-intensive grass. It needs a lot of water, like twice a day, especially in the summer, to make sure that it's green and pretty. And fescue is what we have because in the winter, it stays green year-round, and it's for aesthetics, basically. It provides function and use for us in a lot of ways, like one, for graduation on press or quad. Like if we had native shrubs, just covering the area, we'd have a hard time finding seating for people. This is a project that Chris and I worked on, and unfortunately it did come to a slight halt this year because of COVID, but we did make some good leeway. It's called our mulch plan. That was a whole project we did to determine where can we minimize turf so we can reduce the amount of water used for irrigation, but still keep, practical components of the turf in places that it works really well.
The mulch plan did begin to be implemented in phases where we could. Part of that is reusing the leaf litter as it falls this time of year. One of the common themes that, in my world of working with campuses that we've really underscored in recent years is, when the trees drop their leaves, you collect them, put them in a truck, haul them away, dump them, let them deteriorate there. Meanwhile, the soil loses the nutrients that naturally would have cycled. So you buy fertilizer from another source, put it on a truck, bring it to campus and spread it. That's a system that's not sustainable. It is a much better system to recycle those nutrients in the area where they're falling. And so we're making these shifts. It takes time because it is a fully different system than what everybody's used to, maybe set up for, or maybe visually is used to seeing. So we need to help everybody understand that this is a more natural cycle. And while it may look different, you're going to get a better result in the end.